Welcome to SkyGrade tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn addition and subtraction of numbers in different bases. Without wasting time, let's dive in. What is number base? A number base is a mathematical system that counts in bundles, where each bundle represents a specific quantity, in which the bundle size changes everything. For example, a bundle of 2 is represented by two digits 0 and 1, and a bundle of 10 is represented by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Number bases are represented as shown in the pyramidal shape below. Now, this figure shows how number bases are represented. For example, in base 2, the digits that are found there are 0 and 1. In base 3, you have 0, 1, and 2. In base 4, you have 0, 1, 2, 3. And in base 6, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In base 9, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in base 10, the digits that represent in that base is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One thing is common in this representation. Each base begin with 0 and end up with the base less than what? 1. The base less than 1. For instance, in base 3, the last digit is 3, which is, in base 3, the last digit is what? 2, which is 3 minus 1. And in base 5, the last digit is 4, which is 5 minus 1. The reason for this is that in base 2, you will not find 2. In base 3, you will not write 3. And in base 7, you will not write 7. In base 10, you cannot write 10. So let us go to addition and subtraction of bases. Okay. Now, to know addition and subtraction of bases, you have to master that representation. There are some questions that you will face that you don't need calculation. Just the mastery of that representation, you arrive at the answer. Now, addition and subtraction of number bases. To perform addition and subtraction of numbers in different bases, you will need to understand the concept of borrowing, just like in decimal system. When we talk about decimal system, we mean the base 10 system. Talk about decimal system, we mean the base 10 system. Base 10, or you call it either base 10 or decimal, or the tens and unit word system. a tens and unit system. Let's go. Now we are going to take example of addition. Example 1. 314 base 5 plus 142 base 5. We are going to do addition. In doing addition in base 5, the bundle is in base 5. And when it is up to 5, it becomes one bundle. And when you cannot write 5 in base 5, so you move it or carry it to the other one, to the other side as 1, just as we used to carry in the decimal system or base 10 system. So let us attempt this question. Now you look at the last digits, the last digit, which is 10 digits. You have 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2. In base 10, 4 plus 2 is 6. But in base 5, it is what? 1. How? This is how it is done. 4 plus 2 is 6. Divided by 5 is 1, 5, remainder 1. So it is the remainder we will write and carry the one bundle of 5 to the other side. So it is 1, 5, remainder 1. We write the remainder and carry one bundle of 5, which is 1, to this one. That 1 plus, we carry plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6 again. And 6 divided by 5 is 1, remainder what? 1. We write that 1 and carry that one bundle, that is 5, we carry and add it to what? 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, remainder what? 0. You write down that 0 and you carry 1 to this side. So it is the remainder we write. In everything we do in number basis, it is the remainder we write. So that 314 base 5 plus 142 base 5 is equals to 1011 base 5. 1011 base 5. Did you want to copy? I give you just 2 seconds to copy what's on the screen. When you are done, we continue. Okay, let us go. Let's go. Let's go. This is example 2. Example 2. Example is to say example 2. 422 base 5 minus 213 base 5. 422 base 5 minus 213 base 5. That is the equation though. So this one is for subtraction. So let us do it. Now we go. Let me reduce it so that it can fall into what we are doing. Okay. Reduce it to 18. Bam. 18 did not fall in. Reduce it more. 16. Okay, let me call it up. Now we can see it. Okay, let's go. This is subtraction. As you can see, in the subtraction, we are going to subtract it. We're going to subtract it, which is log. Okay. Now, it is the same thing. This is 422 minus 213. 422 minus 213. We are going to minus 3 from 2, which is cannot. So we borrow 1 from these two. The one we borrow from these two is what? 5. And 5 plus 2 here is what? 7. 7 minus 3 is what? 4. So write 4 there. Now, here remain 1. 1 minus 1 is what? 0. Then this is 4. We did not borrow anything from that place. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So the solution is 422 minus 213 in base 5 is 204 in base 5. Remember, this one is not number 5, so let me reduce it so that it will be in base form. It's not number 5. So good. That is it now. Any question? Did you want to copy it? Now I give you just 2 seconds to copy it. Can we go? Can we go? We can go. Now we are taking a look at example. Another example. This time, this example is in base what? In base 7. In base 7. So what are we doing here? We are doing addition. Let me set it up well. Good. The question says 236 base 7 plus 541 base 7. So we are adding. It is the same process. So first of all we add 6 plus 1, which is 7. In base 7, it becomes 0, because 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 divided by 7 is what? 1 remainder what? 0. We write down the 0 and carry what? 1. The one we carry, we add it to 2, it becomes 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 in base 7 is 1 remainder what? 0, which is 7 divided by 7 is 1 remainder what? 0. So the one that we carried, we add it to this one, which is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 4 plus 5 is 9. In base 7, 9 is 9 over 7, which is 1 remainder what? 2. 1 remainder 2. So we write down the remainder, which is 2, and carry the 1 to this side. So that 326 base 7 plus 541 base 7 will give us 1200 base 7. 1200 base 7. Can we go? Is there any question? Do you want to copy it? You can copy in 2 seconds. There we go. This is example 4. Example 4. Example 4 says 266, 435 base 7 minus 266 base 7. The same process, there is nothing different from what we have done before. This is base 7, so we go 5 minus 6 cannot. 5 minus 6 cannot. So we have to borrow 1 from 3. That one we borrow from 3 is 7. And that 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 minus 6 is what? 6. Now here is left with 2. Then we now go and borrow 1 from 4. We borrow 1 from 4. That one we borrow is what? 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 minus 6 is what? 3. Now here is left with what? 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. And the answer is 136 base what? 7. 136 base what? 7. 136 base 7. No, 136 base 7. 136 base what? 7. Yeah. 136 base 7. 136 base 7. That 7 is not a that 7 is not a number. Let me change it to base. 136 base what? 7. Base height is written. Yeah. Is there any question? Any question? Can we go? Did you want to copy? Do you want to copy it? If you want to copy it, I give you just 2 seconds to copy it. Now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, we have taken enough example. We are going to look into past question for university matriculation examination in this addition and subtraction. So we have to attempt past question. When we do example without attempting past question, I will not be exposing the student to the rigors of examination question. So we take the first question, which is question 1 of University Matriculation Examination 2020 in addition and subtraction. The first question says, evaluate 212 base 3 minus 121 base 3 plus 222 base 3. Yeah, this is the question. Let me rephrase it so that you might not think that this one is a number and make a mistake as you are solving. Good. This one is a base. Good. And also this one is a base, not a number. Good. Now that is it. Now, what we need to do in this question is to, first of all, do addition. We have to first of all add 212 plus 222. When we arrive at our answer, then we'll subtract 1 to 1. Okay, we go. 212 plus 222. Now let us do the addition. It is in base what? 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. In base 3, we say 4 divided by 3 is 1. Remainder what? 1. We write the remainder and carry 1. The one we carry, we add it to this one, it becomes 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 in base 3 is 4 divided by, is 4 over what? 3. 4 over 3 is 1, 3. Remainder what? 1. We write the 1 here and carry the other word 1, 3. That 1 3 we carry, we add it to plus 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. And 5 in base 3 is 5 over 3, which is 1 remainder 2. Write down the remainder, which is 2, and carry the 1 and write it here. So this plus this gives us 1 2 1. 1 2 1 1. 1 2 1 1. Then the next thing we are going to do is to is to subtract this. 1 2 1 1 minus 1 2 1. We go. 1 minus 1 in base 3 is what? 0. 1 minus 2 cannot. So we borrow 1 from these two. The one we borrow from these two is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Here is left with what? 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And here is left with what? 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So the answer is 1020 base 3. 1020 base 3. That is the answer. Do you have any question? Should I forge ahead? Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go. If you want to copy, I give you just 2 seconds to copy it. 2 seconds is okay for you to copy it. Have you done copying? Okay, let's move to the next question. This question is question 20. No, it's question 17. University matriculation examination. Question 17. 2017. 2017. Just very simple. Look at the question. See, the base in which the below operation was done is, you see, this one is a very simple question. So I was telling you that some of the questions you will meet, you don't need any calculation. What you need is the mastery of that representation in the first figure that look like a pyramid. And when we begin, this figure, this particular figure, the pyramidical figure we began with. The mastery of this figure is very, very important in some of the questions you are going to find in number base. So important that you need not to overlook it. This figure, look at it like this figure. We say in base 2 you have 0 and 1. In base 3 you have 0, 1 and 2, and so on and so forth. For you to know base, number basis, you have to master the base representation. So like in that question, you discover that the only digit to find is 0 and 1, 0 and 1. So you did not need calculation. What you need is just to tell them that the answer is what? Base 2. And in some questions, when you are doing addition and subtraction, they will ask you, what number base is it done? When you discover that the highest digit there is 6, then 7, 8, and 9 become an option. And if there is only 7 in the option, you do not need to do calculation, just pick 7. And if there is 7 and 8, then you start to test with 7 and 8. So it is quite simple when you master this base representation. So we are going back to our question. Yeah, here we are. So without even doing any calculation, it is simple for you to just tell them The answer is in base word 2. The answer is in base word 2. No calculation at all. No calculation. You don't need to do calculation in this one. So we go. Let's go then. So the answer is in base 2. Then we are going to stop here. We are not going to leave you alone. We are going to give you one question to take home with. So you will answer this question and make sure you reach us. You tell us what you arrive at the answer, so that if there is any mistake or there is any question you need to ask us, you can ask us. You can get us through the, this WhatsApp number, which is 080 I repeat, 080 Remember, to know mathematics is to do mathematics. Do not fail to practice. The teacher has given you what you know. If you did not practice, then what the teacher gave you is lost. It is when you practice and make sure that you get these answers that you actually know this mathematics. In mathematics, practice make perfect. I leave you here and hope to see you in our next tutorial, which is going to be number base 2. Number basis part 2. This one is number basis part 1. In number basis part 2, we are going to learn how to convert number basis into base 10, and from base 10 to from number base to base 10, and from base 10 to other number bases. Thank you for listening. I wish you well. Bye.